What's up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome, Dolphin fans. We are live just at the 2 p.m. hour Eastern Standard Time on October the 21st, 2020. Man, this is gonna be a real conversation because I've really been thinking, man. I'm gonna give some time for people to come in the room. Y'all hit that like button on your way in. We gotta talk, man. Before you do, make sure you subscribe to TD Fans Talk. Check me out on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, Sportscaster, DolphinsTalk.com. You can also check out the brand new podcast, Believe in Fans Talk with TD. It's on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, wherever you get your podcasts. Also, don't forget to check out the merch store. We got those hoodies selling. Them hoodies are selling right now, getting ready for the winter. So if you want to copy yourself a TD Fans Talk hoodie, go to the Fin Shop. And the link is in the description of the video, so check it out. Shout out to the homie William Harmon. I see you, homie. Yes, man, y'all hit that like button. Shout out to the mod squad, all the Patreon members who donate to the channel on a monthly basis. Appreciate your loyalty. Also, everyone who donates via Super Chat, PayPal, Cash App, man, I appreciate y'all, man. We really need to have a conversation, man. We got to have a conversation. Something's not adding up, y'all. And listen. Before we even get started, I already know what this conversation is going to bring. People are going to think I'm hating X, Y, and Z, but like I said, this is another moment where you might want to just open your mind and think about what I'm saying, because something's not adding up, man. It's just not adding up. Okay. I'm first of all, I'm excited that Tua is starting, and and y'all know why I'm excited Tua starting. Put it in the comment section if you know why I'm excited Tua starting, so that we can so that what why is TD excited Tua is starting? That way we can eliminate all this hate stuff now. Put it in the comment section right now. Why am I excited that Tua is starting? And I'm talking about TD's real reason, not because he's our future. We don't know yet. We're gonna find out. But why am I excited he started? So we can see what we got. Thank you, Victor. That's it. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, we can be optimistic, and I'm optimistic he's going to be the greatest thing ever. But I'm only excited he's starting because I want to know what we have now. Because if we find out what we have now and it's a good thing, it gives us answers for the future, for the decisions we're going to make. And if we find out it's not a good thing, then oh my gosh, then it was a great thing that we did start him, so we'll know. But I got to say it straight out. I'm going to start this conversation. I'm going to go straight into the meat and potatoes, okay? Hear me out, y'all. I just listened to Brian Flores' press conference, okay? I don't believe that Brian Flores wanted to start Tua Tagovailoa, nor was it his decision. After listening to his press conference, I truly believe he was given instruction to start Tua Tagovailoa. I don't know if y'all saw the press conference, but I truly, after hearing this man's words and the way that he was careful with what he was saying, I don't think it was his decision. I think that if it was up to Brian Flores, Fitz would have still been our starter. I do not think that he made this decision. He kept referring to, it was a hard decision, but we, the organization, felt that this was the right move, the best move for us. He just kept saying the organization. He wouldn't say I decided. He would be like, we all talked, and the organization, we feel. But 2 weeks ago, you're not gonna rush me to make any decision. Me. But now it's we. Now it's the organization, we feel. I don't think he made the decision to start Tua. I truly do believe that it might have came straight up from the top. And Stephen Ross. I think Stephen Ross saw what the media did and saw how crazy things got from 6 plays and said, the time is now. Start him. Don't look back. It's his team now. Go. And I truly believe Flores was forced to start him. And I'm not trying to start this controversy. I truly believe that. I just heard this man press conference. And I'm telling you, when I hear him say the things that he said, I have no reason to believe that he ultimately said, yeah, the time is now, let's go. Because then he goes on to talk about, it's almost like he's building in an excuse to say, you know, it's a team game, guys. So, you know, Tua's going to have to step up. If you choose him to be the guy, why would you say he's going to have to step up? And then everybody around him is going to have to step up. What do they need to have to step up for? They got to step up with him, but just keep playing well with Fitz. He's going to need everybody's going to need to step up. And I am telling y'all, and I know some of y'all stop TD, blah, blah, blah. Listen, these are the things that y'all ignore that you got to know. You got to know for the future who's making the decisions. Because I'm telling you now, y'all are the same people that if Tua go out there and look like trash, you're going to say, see, I knew Brian Flores should have never started him yet. You should have kept developing him to 2021. Y'all the same people that's going to be blaming Flores. If he goes out there and don't look good, y'all are the same people who are going to put the blame on Brian Flores. Same people. You're going to sit there and be like, see, man, this is why we were 3-3. Fitz wasn't doing that bad. You know, he could have kept carrying it. Tua should have kept developing like Mahomes. Y'all the same people that will literally blame Brian Flores. Facts. I heard this man press conference and listen. There's listen. And listen. Let me be clear. Let me be clear. Y'all who saying that I'm off on this, you might be right. See, this is the part y'all won't accept. See, watch TD humble himself and tell y'all, you might be right. But remember, key word is might. We don't know. I'm giving you my thoughts about that press conference and what I saw. So you might be right that I'm just off on this. But some of y'all problem is, for the life of y'all, you can't acknowledge that I might be right. And this is why we always blame the wrong area later down the line. We blame the wrong people every time. Every time we blame the wrong people. Let me read to y'all what Fitzpatrick had to say about all of this. This is crazy. He was shocked by it, by the way. These are Fitz's words. From Armando had a 10-minute conversation with Fitz. Ryan Fitzpatrick is going to speak to the media. His reaction to being benched. Here it is. I was shocked by it. Even Fitz was shocked. It definitely caught me off guard. It was a hard thing for me to hear yesterday. Just digesting the news. My heart just hurt all day. I basically got fired yesterday. And my day today consisted of Zoom meetings with the guy who fired me and sitting in a room with the guy who replaced me for 4 hours. He also said that he hasn't demanded a trade. They asked him about the idea of being a multi-year backup of Tua, meaning next year and potentially beyond. He says he has no idea. I like playing more than I like sitting and watching. Contract up after this year. This is a forever decision. This isn't like last year with Josh Rosen when it was sink or swim. That's what Ryan Fitzpatrick said. It was a shock to him. He was actually blown away. He was blown away by it. And he said out of his own mouth, he basically got fired and then had to come to work and sit in a 4-hour meeting with the man who fired him and the man who took his place. And he's been doing nothing but hurting. Now, I don't care about all the feeling stuff. I don't care about all the feeling stuff about him being hurt. It is what it is. It's business. It's the NFL. This is business. And then Flores goes on to say that he's really upset that everybody knew before he could even address the team. How does everybody know before you can address the team? So we obviously have a leak in the organization. Well, I know that to be true firsthand. But we obviously have a close-knit leak. And for the leak to come to one of the number one people who announces NFL breaking news, I personally feel like some of that leak probably came from the top. And to say it without sources said, but actually come out and say, I just got news that bam. And then later on, everybody want to backtrack and say sources say. Some of y'all don't want to hear this, and that's all fine and dandy. I don't think Flores made the decision. Go watch his interview again and listen to the whole thing with the thought that maybe he didn't make it. Then tell me what you think. Because everybody went and listened to the interview with the thought of, yeah, Flores got Tua starting. Go look at his face. Go hear the words he say and just place it in your mind that maybe he wouldn't have one made the decision, and listen to it all and then tell me what you think. Then tell me what you think. See, I had to go back and do it both ways. I had to go back happy about Flores giving us Tua. I heard it and I was like, something ain't right. Then I heard it in the ears of Flores ain't make the decision, and it was like, it looks about right to me. I agree, Shake Money. Everyone has their opinion. The reason why a lot of people over here listening to this channel, because they value mine, even if they don't agree with it. We're not going to always agree. But I'm glad that so many times people have come back, bro, I didn't agree with you, but you were right. It don't mean I'm going to be right on this one. But I'm just saying, man, y'all better put 2 and 2 together. I see it. And I could be wrong, but I'm just saying. I see this. This was not a Flores decision. He ain't even happy in his face. He still ain't saying nothing good. He just like, he's practiced, better. He's been making good decisions. I think, the organization just felt that this is the best decision. So we're gonna, he's gonna have to step up. Everybody around him is gonna need to step up. Like, that's like an acknowledgement that this may be a decline, but everybody's gonna need to step up to overshadow that. But you know what? In 2 weeks, we're going to get our answers. In 2 weeks, we're going to get our answers. We're going to see him play on the field and how his game compares to Ryan Fitzpatrick's. Because they also asked what went into you making the decision. Well, first they said, could you verify that you named Tua the starter? And if you did, what went into that decision? He was blunt with it. He said, yeah, we've named him the starter and we feel it's best for the team. They had to ask him 3 more questions to elaborate. He didn't even want to say nothing else. He just said, yes, we've named Tua the starter and we feel it's best for the team. Flores, what went into that? Fitz playing well, blah, blah, blah. Fitz have done a great job. We just feel like, like he's searching for his words. Like he's searching for his words. I'm telling y'all, something ain't right. But you know what? 2 weeks from now, we're going to find out. Because if Tua go out and ball out, none of it matters anyway. None of it matters anyway. If the kid is amazing, none of it matters anyway. But if something ain't right and the kid ain't playing as good as we want him to, what I will tell you is this. We need to make sure we pointing the finger at the right people. If Tua ain't playing well, you can't point the finger at Tua. But I want to make sure y'all also ain't going to be them same people talking about Flores should have never. Flores should have never. Because you don't know if he was the one. That's part of the problem. That's part of the problem. Somebody said, TD, watch a Belichick conference and come back to us. It doesn't matter because even when you watch a Belichick conference, you don't know the full answer at the end of it. You act like Belichick news conference going to tell you something. What you think Belichick meant still probably don't mean what you thought. Everybody knows that Fitz was the journeyman. Everybody knows that this moment was inevitable. But the circumstance of when this moment would have happened is the real question. That's the real question. Because some of y'all who's also saying that I'm wrong were the same ones saying, don't play him this year. Sit him all year until next year. Y'all were some of the same ones saying that. I see the names. Exactly, word of mouth. He said TD could be right. Just look at Flores' demeanor. I'm telling y'all better go take another look at that press conference. Flores is just a different personality, TD. You need to accept that. I do accept it. But y'all act like this the first time it seems like Flores has contradicted himself. Y'all act like this is the first time. And most of the time, I think when he contradicts himself, it's because he ain't the one really making that decision. I truly do believe that. Flores doesn't look any different than any other press conference. It ain't just his looks, man. His words, the placement, how he says it, the carefulness of not saying I, and instead we in the organization. That stuff makes sense. Do y'all? Some people can't read words. Some people don't understand words. But you can't guarantee that. Exactly. That's all I'm saying here. I ain't asking y'all to accept my theory. I'm asking you to consider it. Because like I said, if Tua goes out there and not play well, who are they going to blame now? If Tua go out there, put it in the comment section right now. If Tua look like he ain't ready on that field, who they going to blame? Put it in the comment section. Who are they going to blame? Who are they going to blame? And my point exactly. That's who they going to blame. Everybody going to blame him. You ain't going to blame Tua unless you just don't like Tua anyway. I get it if some of y'all the guys who don't like Tua anyway. But y'all know good and well. And if he doesn't and this media goes out there and start talking about, see, they made a bad decision. I mean, you had Ryan Fitzpatrick playing very well. They were in the thick of things. They were in the playoff hunt. And now it looks like the team is digressing. If that happens, I'm telling y'all, man, something ain't adding up. But like I said, the kid goes out there, ball out. None of this matters anyway, right? The only reason I'm even bringing this up because I want to make sure we place the energy potentially in the right place if it does blow up in our face. See, what some people don't like about my streams is that I give both perspectives. Some people don't like that. They don't like me saying I could be wrong, but I could also be right. They don't like that. Appreciate you, Edwin. He said this was a good move. Imagine if we went 8-4 and then tried making him the starter. Would have been difficult. So it's perfect based off timing. It is if it works out, Edwin. See, the glass is half full on that. This is the perfect move if it works out. But if we end the season 6-10, you think they're going to say it was a perfect move? You see how that works? I think it was a perfect move because I'm going to operate off of the assumption he's going to ball out. And we might end the season 9-7 or 10-6. But if we end up 6-10, who's going to come back and say it was a good move? No, we're not. We're not going to say that. We're not going to say that. If we underachieve for the rest of the season, we're not going to say that at all, that it was a good move. Now, if we go to the playoffs, we'll all say it was a good move. See, some people say, I'd rather go 6-10 with Tua than with Fitz. See, that's the problem. Nobody's going to think that we would have went 6-10 with Fitz. Nobody in their right mind, if you want to be honest and fair, now some of y'all who want to just try to be right will disagree, but none of y'all think that we're going 6-10 and Fitz finishes the season. None of y'all think that. We got to play the Jets again, the Bengals, the Chargers, the Broncos. None of y'all think we're going 6-10 with Fitz. None of y'all. So that's the problem. So yeah, I would rather go 6-10 with Tua than Fitz. The problem is, once again, nobody thinks we're going 6-10 with Fitz. Worst case scenario, you know we're about 8-8 with Fitz this year, and that's worst case scenario. Worst case scenario. But TD, what we get from playing Fitz though? What do we get from playing Fitz? A potential playoff berth, something we hadn't had and feel like forever. Might even be a potential first round playoff win. That's what you get with playing Fitz. Now remember, I'm the one who wants Tua to play because I want to see what we got. I want to see what we got. But at the same token, if you think that we got the team that can win now, I ain't talking about the Super Bowl, just win now, make the playoffs, make a little noise, then you know that this is a difficult decision right now. This is a tough decision. Because I'm going to tell you now, there's two things you can get out of playing Tua right now. Number one, my favorite, we get answers. We get to feel like whether he does well or not, does he have enough to be a future guy? We get that answer. Or number two, he shocks the world and takes us to the playoffs and win a game, which is far-fetched but possible. I like it. I like it. I want to believe it. That's what you get with Tua. With Fitz, you feel better about going to the playoffs potentially right now. Now, don't get me wrong. Some of y'all like, no, I feel better with Tua. I get that because you're a huge fan and you believe in the kid's work. I'm with that. Quentin Davis with the donation said, I have always said he was going to play after the bye. Bye got moved up, so he coming in sooner. Excuse me. By the way, hit the like button. Appreciate it, Quentin. You're right, man. You're right. But that leads me to wonder. And y'all give me 1 second. Oh man. My bad. See, here's the deal. For all those people who said they knew we would be playing by the bye, for all those people who said that they knew that we would be playing around the bye, I actually want to challenge that. Because by the bye, we might have, like, legitimately, we might have been 7-4. We might have been 7-4. So you mean to tell me they were going to say, Fitz, you're 7-4, but we're bringing Tua in? Come on, y'all. This notion of they were always going to do it around the bye? No. I'm not buying it. Because had everything stayed the same, the bye, we would have been 7-4 potentially. When you look at the schedule coming up, I am not buying it. With this defense playing better and the way that they're out there performing, even with Fitz mistakes, we might have been 7-4. I'm sorry, I can't buy that we would have been playing by the bye. Because then it would have been a real controversy. What in the heck are Miami Dolphins doing? They're literally either tied or number one in the division at 7-4, which is probably going to be realistic around that time. What are they doing? They're gambling now. So I don't know. I can't buy that. It got moved up. We're 3-3. Now, don't get me wrong. I've been one who said the placement of bringing Tua in now is perfect. I'm just starting to feel like it wasn't a Brian Flores decision. Dami said this taking all the fun out of it. Well, this is the truth. This is real. This is what I believe. Outside of the fact that he's starting, what fun is in it anyway? See, now maybe I'm just making some people nervous. Maybe I'm making some people nervous. Oh my gosh, what if he does go out there and not play well? Man, you either got confidence in him or you don't. So if it's taking the fun out of it for you, then that means you're nervous yourself. Do you not believe in him? At the end of the day, we have to find our franchise QB. Oh, my bad. Hold on. At the end of the man, y'all moving so fast, I couldn't read that. At the end of the day, where did it go? At the end of the day, we have to find our franchise QB. Timing doesn't matter. Okay. That's a good thought process, too. Throw timing out of the window. We got to find our franchise QB. And now Tua is on the clock. Now we get to see how he plays on the next level. How he plays on the next level. TD, happy as hell yesterday, pessimistic today. Yes, I was happy as hell because we get to see. Because let me tell y'all why I was also excited yesterday. I feel like our number one pick next year will not go to waste now. I feel like our number one pick next year, and I believe that's the Houston's pick, will not go to waste now. Now we'll know what we actually need to invest that pick on. That's a huge part of my excitement. We get answers. Why am I pessimistic today? Because Brian Flores came out and made me feel that way. He made me feel that way. TD, your truth, your belief, and that's great. But we will see soon enough. Exactly, big time. That's all I'm saying. Time is going to tell, y'all. Time is going to tell. Now, I did want to ask everybody, what do you expect from Tua in the first game? What do you expect? What completion percentage do you expect from Tua? How many touchdowns? How many rushing yards? How many interceptions? How many fumbles maybe? What do you expect from Tua in the first game? Somebody says 764 yards, 7 touchdowns. Oh my gosh, y'all are hilarious sometimes, man. I'm so done, man. Y'all is hilarious, man. Like, really, man. What do you expect? First game. 2 TDs, 1 interception. Interesting. Pulling up some stuff now, man. Give me a second. All right, let me see here. Dwight with the donation. He said the Rams are a bad team with an inflated record, 4-0 against the NFC East, 0-2 against everyone else. Oh, I know, Dwight. I pointed that out on the podcast. I've been telling everybody that. I mean, they're not as impressive as people think, but we can't sleep on any team. It's a game that we have to win, and we cannot play around with. We cannot play around with. Let me see here. Four TDs, 1 interception, a rushing TD. Now the good thing is they don't have any film on Tua. They don't know, any team doesn't know what to expect. Somebody sent me that earlier. I appreciate them for them. They had a great point. Same thing with Cam Newton in game 1. We didn't know what to expect. Was he going to be a pocket guy? Was he going to be a running threat? And we didn't know. Now we know. But they don't know what to expect with Tua. They don't know what's going to happen. You sound scared, TD. I mean, if you want me to be honest, I'm really nervous. Shout out to Courtney. He said just for him to play well and get us a win. I'm with that. But I'll be honest with y'all. I ain't going to front. I am a little nervous. I'm honestly a little nervous. See, I'm not some of y'all who are like, oh, he's the greatest ever. Or, oh, he's a bum. No, I'm not some of y'all that think that. I really don't know. I don't know what he is, because in this league, you got to prove it. You got to go out and prove it first. Ball game said doesn't matter. He's a rookie. You throw the kitchen sink at him and see what he got. I agree, man. And the Rams are going to come at him. But I'm nervous. I am nervous. I'm truly nervous. Because I don't know what to expect. It can either go amazing, and man, I'm going to be, listen, if it goes amazing, man, I might well order my jersey. But I'm the type of person, I also live in the possibility of it going horrible. Because I don't know. Just like Tannehill, literally 7 years, I didn't know. I just felt like he had the attributes to be great. See, that's all I'm looking for in Tua. He ain't got to have a great game. He just had to show certain characteristics to make you feel very comfortable and good about it. It's not about him being Patrick Mahomes 2 weeks from now on Sunday, a week and a half. It's just about seeing attributes to make you feel like as he improves that, and this is just the bottom. Like I said, he can come out being Mahomes. But at the same token, man, I don't know. And that's what we got to kick back and be patient and see what happens. Shout out to Dwight with the donation. He said the way that I would really start to evaluate Tua would be how he does on third down and with pressure. Good point. And what we got, Jalen Ramsey, Aaron Darnold. It's a good test. I like it to be a first game. Team ain't great, but still has some weapons that can make it tougher for a quarterback. So I like it. That's what I've been saying, TD. Starting Tua would be a beautiful thing or an ugly thing. Exactly, man. I don't know. You missed the super chat. I did. I'm sorry. Let me go back. I'm sorry if I missed your super chat. Please forgive me. It's not intentional. Let's see. I think the team will play even harder with him. That was Edwin. Listen, I don't think the team will play harder with him. You know why? I think that our team has been playing as hard as they possibly can already the last 2 weeks. And we don't need them to play harder with him. We just need them to keep playing as hard as they've been playing. Because, listen, the defense has been giving it their all. The offensive line been giving it their all. The receivers have been giving it their all. This team has been giving it their all. And that's credit to Brian Flores. I mean, do y'all really feel like there's this another gear the team can take? And, like, do you see what we've been doing? They have us ranked 6th in defense in the NFL right now. Do y'all know that? The Miami Dolphins are ranked 6th in defense? 6th. 6th in the NFL. So the team playing better around him. I mean, who do you want to pick up their game? I mean, if anything, maybe the nickel. Whether it's Perry or Needham or whatever, maybe that's the only flaw we got on the team right now. You just see random completions in that area. And it's always Perry or Needham guarding them. But outside of that, like, who do you want to improve? Who on the team do you like, man, you just got to play better? Everybody flying around everywhere trying to make plays and playing as hard as they can. Now, what Tua can do is be efficient on offense and don't turn the ball over, which gives our defense more rest. And, I mean, that in general. If he can be as successful as Ryan Fitzpatrick but don't turn the ball over, that's going to be huge. He's going to elevate everybody else. That's how he can impact the game. Not play better. I think they will galvanize around him and embrace him at TD. But is that a boost to the team? Listen, the only boost that this team can get right now is if Tua plays better than Ryan Fitzpatrick. Ladies and gentlemen, that's it. The only boost that we can get right now is Tua playing better than Ryan Fitzpatrick. Because them galvanizing him doesn't make the team better because they were galvanized around Fitz. And if he's not as good as Fitz, then galvanizing around him doesn't do it. It's still a decline. We hope that Tua wins us games. See, we all happy. I'm happy for Justin Herbert. I'm happy for Burrow. I'm happy for all those guys out there. But at the end of the day, they're taking L's. That's the nervous part. I don't want to take L's. I don't want to take L's. See, this is different from earlier in the season when our team didn't have it all together and Fitz out there helping us lose. But now, even with a Fitz helping us lose, our team has it together now and we're getting W's. But Tua can't be the guy that helps us lose and we get in L's. He can make mistakes, but we got to get W's. He can make mistakes, but we got to get W's, y'all. Overall, we have to get W's. Shout out to Dwight. He said Ogba turning into Wake, man. I was going to talk about that later, man. Ogba is, but listen, man, I want to give the certain players on the D a lot of credit, but I'd be remiss if I'm sitting here not listen. Some of these guys are benefiting from the secondary because some of these sacks are covered sacks. Now, don't get me wrong. Hey, as long as you get there, Ogba's been looking sweet. But man, it has a lot to do also with these covered sacks. Quarterbacks can't just, you see all these quarterbacks dropping back like, oh, no, I can't go there. And then we sack them. Coverage. And Ogba, I love it because he's eating and he's taking advantage of it. That's what you got to do. Of course, we got the round table tonight. You think I'm going to miss this one? You think I'm going to miss the round table tonight? AFC East round table, man. Whose is it on? I don't know if it's on the Bills channel or Masterworks. I hope it's on the Bills channel. That'll be perfect. Because I was on the first week of the month. Richie, the Jets was last week. It might be Buffalo or it might be the Patriots. I'm not sure. I'll get back with y'all. Y'all know I'll let y'all know where it's at. It's every night at 9 p.m. I'm going to drop the link. I'm going to try to go live right before to let y'all know which one is going to be on. Masterworks. Okay, yeah, it's probably on Masterworks channel. Patriots. Ooh, I wish it was on the Bills channel because we coming. Tua a bus. No, he ain't no bus. X-Island. Xavier Howard playing some great football, man. Playing some great football. Man, hey, TD, Mr. Ballgame, elaborate, please. Was Fitz benched or did the sack hit in the third quarter injure Fitz? He was unable to make the throws needed and Tua inserted. Say what you listen, he was benched. Somebody made a decision to start Tua. I'm telling you, I think it was Ross. Why do I think it was Ross? Because it's a money thing. This kid, listen, you don't stop this momentum. I'm telling you, like think about it, y'all. You got a business and you're in marketing and you're trying to make your team the most talked about and turn the corner and make you relevant. This was I'm not gonna sit here and say it was a PR move, but it was a PR move. This is and not that it's not gonna work out, not that it wasn't a perfect move, not that he won't end up taking us to the playoffs or the Super Bowl, whatever. All that can happen. But when you think dollars, this was perfect. Boy, you couldn't have asked for it to be no better than this. You got the world shook by 6 plays and only 2 of them was throws. Handoff. Wait, no. Handoff, throw. Handoff, 5 plays. The world went crazy. Then you add to the storyline. See, you got, okay, put the storyline together. Watch this. He already controversial, not in a bad way, but a good way. He already got the hype, but he's not on the field. It's suspense. Now, all of a sudden, when is he ever going to play? Now the Jets game here, and we blowing him out, but we know he ain't going to play. And then all of a sudden, he on the sideline warming up. The world's like, huh? And now he on the field. Everybody going crazy. Everybody like, oh, my gosh, is this happening? And then you got to run. You got a quick pass, first completion, first down. And everybody, the crowd going crazy. Fitz going crazy for him. The atmosphere is ridiculous. Yeah. That's all good for the moment. Then he puts a cherry on top by coming out on the field, sitting down on the 15 or whatever, just soaking it in, and the world gets to see it. And that goes crazy. And now Monday comes, you don't hear a peep. Tuesday comes, and on Monday, the only peep you don't hear a peep from the organization, but the only peeps you hear is all over the media. Tua finally, breaking news, headlines. Not that he's starting, but everybody's like, I don't know why he ain't starting in the first place. I mean, blah, 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 blah. You get all these stories. And in my opinion, Ross comes and say, start him now. He's the new starter. Period. Make it happen. Click. Breaking news all over the world. Every major station had a breaking news bulletin come across. Whatever story they was talking about, they cut that crap out. Tua Tagovailoa gonna get their start. Everybody talked about that. The very next day, everybody still has something to say about it yesterday. And now we're on a bye to prepare. And I am telling you now, it's going to be one of the most televised games on Sunday that week. Facts. It's going to be one of the most televised games. And if he delivers, it is the end of the... Listen, let me tell y'all something. Let me tell you how bad it is. Shannon Sharp sitting there on the TV talking. Well, everybody keep on saying, well, the only question I got is why would they start him with a bad O-line? I mean, I'm hearing all kind of channels say that. They're literally saying with a bad O-line. This shows you they don't know nothing about the Dolphins. They fake. They only talk about what sells. They know nothing about nothing. Everybody out here talking about, well, I mean, it's kind of crazy. They ain't even got a good O-line. But, hey, I mean, he needed to play. You don't know what you're talking about. Talk about we don't have an O-line now. Not only that, I'm sitting there listening to Shannon Sharp talk about, yeah, man. I mean, they got some weapons over there. You know, they got that guy. What's his name? That Devontae Parker. They got him, and then they got what's his name? I don't even remember his name. The little small guy, Jackim Grant, Jakeem. Oh yeah. They don't even know our team. They don't even know our team, but they're gearing up. They're getting ready to learn their names. They're getting ready to do a little bit more research. You know why? Because we're about to be the story. This is what main news media does. They don't need to know you. They were just talking generalizations about your team. If you got a good record, they'll know a little bit about you. If you don't, they'll just say, oh, they ain't got nothing going. They trash over there. They'll know 5 people in the organization's name. That's it. But now the networks and everybody, if he balls out against the Rams, all of them gonna have to have a quick 4-hour training. I need you to learn the tight end. I need you to learn the receivers. I need you to learn their running back situation. I need you to learn everything you need to know about Tua. They're gonna have them a little 4-hour training called Miami Dolphins training, and now all of a sudden they're all experts on the Miami Dolphins. Now Miami Dolphins they're gonna get a story every 2-3 times a week now. That's what they do. They have no clue. They have no clue. And this was a perfect move because now it might force them to have a clue. But Tua got to deliver. Tua got to deliver. Now, I'm going to tell you this. This is a good thing for our organization, though, y'all. Because the more exposure we get, the more primetime games we're going to get in the future. The more people talk about us, the more things sell, the more this and that, the more we become a destination that free agents might actually want to come to. See, this will change the landscape for a player saying, I don't want to come to Miami. They don't want to come to Miami, not because of the city, because there's no state tax. It's the best city to be in anyway. They don't come to Miami because it's been a dumpster fire for the last 20 years. Nothing good comes out of Miami from a football standpoint in the last 20 years. And this might change the narrative. Now we will be an ideal destination for free agents, and we might not even have to pay major money. Think 2 years from now, Le'Veon would never pick the Chiefs over us if Tua comes out to be that guy. Clowney would have never had a stint of, I'm not playing in Miami. Clowney would have been here. Le'Veon probably would have been here. That's the good part of it all. And listen, we got to embrace that, man. But watch, man. They go. I promise y'all, give it about 3 weeks. Everybody going to be an expert on the Dolphins, especially when they lead in the division. Don't let us go to the playoffs and knock somebody off in the first round. All of them going to be experts on the Dolphins. And it's going to be Tua. They ain't going to give the O-line credit. They're not going to give all the guys that deserve credit. They're going to talk about Tua. Matter of fact, they're going to rag our guys in the offseason. They're going to be like, now all Miami have to do is go get some better weapons for them when we already have them. We're good. We're a collective team that get the job done, not a team that has to go get all the big names. Now Miami should go get this guy right here. He'll take the top off. Now they're going to be trying to push big names and big money on us. That's how it works. So listen, man. Shout out to Richard with the donation. Said it's exciting that Tua got the nod, but I can't help but feel bad for Fitz. He's done great things for Miami and was crucial in building the culture. You're right, Richard. And what shocks me is that Fitz is shocked. He knew that this day would come, but he was shocked. Fitz legitimately thought he was on a roll and in a good place with this organization, helping them win games. Let me tell you why Fitz is shocked. More speculation from TD that some of y'all ain't gonna like. Fitz probably shocked because he might be speculation. Fitz might be like, man, I'm playing better than this kid in practice. So what are y'all talking about? I got to start for a reason. I'm still playing better than him in practice. That might be exactly what it is. That's why I don't believe Flores made the decision. If Fitz was neck and neck with this kid, I don't think he would be shocked. They said it back in training camp. It ain't even close. Fitz versus Rosen and Tua, it ain't even close. I legitimately think that Fitz feels, I feel like I'm still playing the best football on this roster. So I don't know, man. That's just my thought. That's my thought on that. That's a good point, TD. Facts. And it may not be right. It may not be a fact. It may not be a fact. I don't know. I'm speculating. I told y'all, I prefaced it with, this is just my opinion. It don't make it right. But I'm telling y'all, Fitz probably feel like I'm still playing better than him in practice and making better decisions and doing everything on another level. I'm reading defenses to a degree that he's not. Maybe. Because why else would Fitz be shocked, knowing that he's the bridge and know that it could come at any time? Why would Fitz be shocked? Why would Fitz say the words, it feel like I got fired, and this whole day I'm sitting in the room with the guy who fired me and the guy who took my job? I'm literally shocked. The man say he was shocked. Why would he be shocked? Do you think Fitz leaked the news? No, man. Why would he be shocked? So y'all help me with that. All y'all who disagree, give me a good logic on why would Fitz be shocked? Something that could be reasonable. Well, he's probably shocked because of this. Give me something logical. Because I ain't strong-headed to where I won't listen to other logics, because I just want to find the truth. You might have a logic be like, oh, that makes sense. Shout out to G Firm with the donation, said, I got a gut feeling this decision came from higher up. Although I agree, it's unbecoming of Flo's coaching style to rock the boat. Listen, I'm still happy of the decision, y'all, because I wanted to know. Ball Game said this definitely came from higher. Now, I'm just trying to stay even. I'm trying to say I believe it did, but maybe it didn't. Whatever. Because it leaked before he was told. Yeah, I believe that too. Fitz didn't leak it. No. But just finding out, that's one thing. Fitz wasn't shocked about. Fitz was shocked that he got fired, that he's getting benched. It's not, oh my gosh, Tua starting really? Okay, everybody's shocked at that. But what he was talking about was he was shocked. He was literally shocked. Like, again, why would he be shocked if he knew that this day was going to come at some point? I don't care how you hear about it. Oh, they made the decision. Wow. That ain't shock. This guy, if you listen to his words, this guy say, I was shocked. I was fired. It feels like I was fired. And then for the whole day sitting in a meeting with the guy who fired me and the guy who took my job for 4 hours. These are Fitz's words. Let me go back because I don't want to misstrew his words. I basically got fired yesterday. And my day today consisted of Zoom meetings with the guy who fired me and sitting in a room with the guy who replaced me for 4 hours. I was shocked by it. It definitely caught me off guard. It was a hard thing for me to hear yesterday. Just digesting the news. My heart just hurt all day. So don't give me the immediate shock. They did? Oh, no, that ain't what happened. His heart hurt the whole day. He was shocked. Like, come on, man. I mean, one more time. I was shocked by it. It definitely caught me off guard. I give him, that's y'all point. It was a hard thing for me to hear yesterday. Just digesting the news. My heart just hurt all day. He felt like he was doing really good in Miami. He felt like he was playing the best football he ever played in his career, which he actually is, even with the turnovers. It's still the best football he's played in his career. Bringing the franchise back, done had some hell of a great games. Some of these games, QBR, he had the top of the list with QBR, with some of the best this year. He didn't think that he was getting benched. Y'all got to understand, the only way a person could think that they're getting benched or not be shocked by it is because in practice, man, any week I could be pulled because this kid is right here on me. This kid is balling in practice just like me. This kid is actually doing some things that I ain't doing in practice. Man, I'm week to week. Oh boy, I got to be careful. Like you have it already built into like, hey, they're gonna go with Tua. Really? Oh, you're kind of disappointed, but his reaction, he didn't feel any sense of, man, this kid right on my trail. Man, it could be any given week right now because, man, it looks like he might be passing me soon. He didn't have any of that. None of that. That's the problem. He said himself that Tua would throw balls he can't, TD. I agree with that. But that don't mean that he's making better decision on when to do it over Fitz. That's the problem. Everybody has documented that the real problem is the decision making. Flores said, well, he's made some better decisions in practice. Because I was looking for decisions to be one of the reasons because that was the main gripe. That was the main issue with Tua, his decision making. And Flores did say, he's made some better decisions in practice. And it's almost like Flores was trying to look for things to justify it. But we'll see, man. Like I said, time is going to tell us, man. We hope we get the greatest version of Tua in 2 Sundays from now. And all of this doesn't matter. But it's going to be the biggest headache in the world if he's not playing well and we're losing games. And again, I'm not the type that's, even if he's not playing well and we're losing games, I'm not putting it on him because he's a rookie. Not putting it on him at all because he has to develop and get better and better. So understand that if Tua go out and he has 2 interceptions and this and that, don't be coming for the post game ready for TD to rip Tua. I'm not. That's not going to be in me, y'all, because he's a rookie. He's a rookie. Now I'm gonna give suggestive feedback. Subjective feedback. Hey, he's not doing well. He hadn't done this well. Blah blah blah. But I'm not ripping. I'm not. Oh, you try. No, that's not gonna happen, y'all, because he's young, first look in this league, and he got to get better and better week by week. You ain't gonna get me ripping anybody until they second year. Then we can start. Hey, all bets are off. So we gotta. I'm telling y'all, we gotta support him no matter what, man. We gotta support him. He does well. He does bad. Support him. Let's see his flaw. We'll evaluate his flaws and say this is where he needs to improve, and we'll look week by week to see if he's improving in those areas. Because you cannot just sit there and make an automatic assessment. This kid can go 9 for 40, which is terrible. He can throw 4 picks, which is terrible, get sacked 3 times, and all kind of crazy stuff. And we got to look at the game and look at what he's not doing well. It may be a long list of things he's not doing well, but we got to watch the week after that to see what things has he improved on. And the week after that, and the week after that, and the week after that. And we got to see progression. It ain't about having the final thing done right away. It's no different than Tannehill. That's how I evaluated him. He showed you a lot of good things, but you had a list of his flaws. In the next year, you can see those flaws disappearing, but he still has some. And in the third year, you see more disappearing and a few left. In the fourth year, man, he was legit. Then the injury. Then the injury again. And then Adam Gase, and the rest was history. But we saw the improvement. But that's why I never wrote him off. So as long as we see gradual improvement from any position, that's all that matters. It's all that matters. It's that simple, man. Tell them, TD, I'm sure fans will turn like they do after every loss. Listen, man, if he goes out and have a rough first game, trust me, everybody's going to be bashing. There's going to be a lot of people bashing. There are going to be a lot of people trying to be like, bro, it was his first game. Chill out. And then they're going to go to other people. What about Russell Wilson first game? What about this person first game? What about that person first game? And the reality is it's all fair. but the one person is not fair to. It's fair to vent it out, but it's not fair to like bring it to Tua. He's a young guy that's going to be developing, and hopefully he squashes all of this and he balls out and be like, oh my gosh, I can't believe my eyes, y'all. Herbert has a better career. TD, I never get over, to be honest. I don't know, man. I don't even want to talk in these terms because we need a great QB. We need our future, all right? Major Paper with the donation. Appreciate you, homie. Obviously, you got Major Paper throwing it at me. Fitz ain't convert not 1/3 down against the Jets, TD. I believe the coaches think Tua could have did the same, if not better. And if you think about the season, our team made Fitz look good. That's the fairest comment we've had today. It's the fairest comment we've had today. I can't debate that whatsoever. I can't debate that our team, y'all heard me saying it all this time. Fitz throws up 50-50 balls. And when our receivers go get them, we want to make it seem like Fitz did it all. You heard me screaming that all year. Man, these 50-50 balls, our receivers just elevating his play. Half of the sacks that he got, he ran into himself that he never needed to. These are facts, man. All facts. So I get that. Now he's thrown, like the thing of Fitz is he got enough as a quarterback to still help you. And we could use that. But you would like for that to be one of the best backups possible. Like if you're in the playoffs and your starter goes out, Fitz is the type of guy you feel okay about him coming in. How many teams can say that? Most teams like, oh my gosh. I mean, look at the Cowboys with Andy Dalton. It don't even matter. Oh man, he's a pro and been in for a while, a starter, but so many teams can't say that, but that's what he is. He's a backup. He's a great backup. He's the guy that's supposed to come in and give you 3 or 4 games while the starter's ankle is messed up and gonna have to be out for 2-3 weeks. That's who he is. But a full season? No, man. No. Because you don't know what you're going to get on any given week. Shout out to Derek with the donation, said, I like putting him in against Rams. No doubt he is going to face some adversity. We'll see what we got. Regardless, who made decision, it's Tua time. Them facts, Derek. Those are facts. The only reason I bring up who made the decision, because if things don't go right, we're going to do what Dolphin fans have done for the last 20 years, and that's place the blame on the wrong person. We're going to do what we did for the last 20 years and place the blame on the wrong person. That's what we're going to do. And there's a part of me that feel like Flores ain't make this decision, but people down the line, if things don't go well, it's going to be a part of his resume of why y'all don't like him. Because if Tua fails, people are going to start disliking Flores. Maybe it's just the coach. He ain't the one. Maybe, I mean, come on. This is Miami. If you've been a fan long enough, you know our fan base. This is how it works. This is how it works. What happened with Fitz? He's in his feelings, man. His feelings are hurt. TD, is Fitz going to turn into the content? Might ruin the culture. He seems really pissed. Fitz not going to ruin the culture. Fitz would request a trade before he did that. He's just venting right now that, he was disappointed. He's going to speak his mind. He's not going to sit here and keep it PC like Flores did in his interview. Flores' whole interview was a PC moment. That's all I heard out of his interview was a PC. And that's why I'm telling y'all, man, there's an element to this that we're not being told. Flores was mad that it got out. And a part of, listen, just imagine that he didn't make the decision and Ross did. He should be pissed that it got out. Because first of all, he was told, he might have been told to do it, and then everybody found out before he could even address his team. That's what I felt in this whole situation after hearing him. It just felt like he was told to start Tua, and then he's like, okay. He probably put up a fight about it. And he was like, okay. And then the media talking about it like, I ain't even get to address my team. Then he comes out talking about, I was really upset that, it got out before I could even talk to the team. Like any smart coach, I'm telling you, I think that's what happened, because any smart coach making that decision, they're going to call Tua in the office, say, we're starting you. They're going to call Fitz right after that. We decided to go in a different direction. They all get up and they walk into a team meeting room or Zoom or whatever. Hey, guys, just want to let you all know X, Y, and Z. That's typically how those things go. Everything is like right away, because you can't leave room for error. You can't leave room for, I told you this morning, I'm telling him. And first of all, Fitz didn't even know. Fitz found out like everybody else. I can't wait to hear Tua talk, because we haven't even gotten the word whether Tua knew before the media start talking about it. Now, that's where that's when you 1,000% know that this wasn't a Flores decision if Tua didn't even know. Because Fitz, think about it. Anytime you make a move like that, you call a person that you're going with. We decided to go in this direction. Then you call a person who's getting fired. Hey, you see what I'm saying? But Fitz didn't even know. Those meetings happen back to back. You don't tell somebody we starting you and then let a whole day go and then all of a sudden tell the person that's getting fired. Those things happen back to back. They happen back to back. So something ain't adding up. And you address the team right after you address both guys. And Flores said, I was very upset that I didn't even get a chance to talk to the team yet. Shout out to Rodney. He said, man, we're acting like somebody died. If Tua doesn't work out, we move on. As longtime Dolphins fan, we're used to it. Yeah, I agree. That's the thing. That's why I'm excited about him starting, so we'll know. But Rodney, the only reason I'm even bringing this up, because we move on, but when we move on, we don't just move on, bro. We start talking about whose fault is what and who need to go, who need to be fired. You've been a long-time Dolphin fan, so you know. If Tua don't work out, whose name are they going to associate with needing to be fired? They're going to go straight to Greer and Flores. When it's too much information that tells you it's been a Ross pick. And that goes back to the draft. I don't like the title, TD. Just seeing this on my lunch break, shaking my head. I mean, it's true. Fitz fired, Tua hired. Fitz said, these are Fitz's words. Fitz said he got fired. Where they at? I basically got fired yesterday. And my day-to-day consisted of Zoom meetings with the guy who fired me and sitting in a room with the guy who replaced me for 4 hours. These are Fitz words. That's why I use them. That's the only reason I use them, because they were his words. They were his words. But anywho, man, I ain't going to beat a dead horse. At the end of the day, the Tua era has begun. And here's the crazy thing about it, y'all. Here's what y'all got to pay attention to. This isn't a case if Tua goes out and look bad where they bench him and put Fitz back in. Fitz said this is a permanent thing. Hold on, let me see. This is a forever decision. This isn't like last year with Josh Rosen when it was sink or swim. He also giving y'all a little nugget that they did not give Josh the same opportunity they gave Tua. Josh Rosen was a sink or swim. If you sink out there, that's it. And he did. If you swim, good job. Keep swimming. The job is yours. Josh didn't have that opportunity. Fitz just told us this is a permanent thing. It's not like last year with Josh, sink or swim. So they basically said this is Tua eras now. He's the new starting quarterback. It's not a case of stand by, and if he struggles, then you're coming back in. You're the backup now. He's the starter. And if he struggles, we're going to work through those struggles. That's basically what's being said. So if we do get a Tua who's struggling and we're losing games, we're going to keep a Tua who's struggling and losing games. We've ushered in his era. The era of Fitz is done unless there's an injury, of course. Now, before I get out of here, that leads to a more interesting conversation. Fitz's career is done with Miami as any resemblance of a starter unless there's an injury. But there are some teams out there that might be really interested in his services, and I'm really interested in what can Miami get for Fitz. Because trading Fitz would be this might be a good opportunity because you got teams like the Cowboys who don't like Andy Dalton. He hasn't played a high level of football. And Fitz may actually make them a lot better with his escapability. And they're right there in the thick of things in their division and can still win it. What kind of asset do you think we can get for Fitz? Fitz is shocked because he's balling 7th in pass rate. Yeah, I know. I know. It's crazy. Yeah, he upset. He like, man, I'm putting up the best numbers of all time. They put me in the conversation of top 10 right now, and I'm getting benched. He's hurt. That's what's hurting too. You're right. To him, it makes no sense. I am literally balling out. Yeah, I may have a few turnovers and stuff like that, but I'm playing high-level football. And you're benching me? What in the heck is going on? That's why I don't understand how Flores could have made this decision. Flores, we're doing what's best for the team. We're doing what's best for the team. And now all of a sudden, the organization, we felt that this was best. Y'all better read between the lines. But what can we get for Fitz if we traded him? What could you get for Fitz? That's an interesting one. On my chin. What could you get for him? Well, y'all talking about a player, Cooper. Y'all have to understand, we don't want to pick up more money, but getting Fitz and getting a team to pay his little $8 million salary, $5 million, but the incentives make it $8 million. That means we'll have cap space, more cap space that we can roll over into next year. Yeah, Dallas may want him. Dallas and about two other teams may be considering him. Zeke for Fitz. Y'all stop the craziness now. At best, the 4th round pick, but that would be worth it. You're saving $8 million for a guy whose his era in Miami is over, unless there's an injury. Sorry, y'all. I think it cut out for a little bit. We back now. Are you serious? You don't think he could fit with in Dallas? You don't think he could fit in Dallas? Any link to those Fitz comments? Yeah, go to just go to Adam Beasley, Joe Schaub, Barry Jackson, Armando Segarra. They had a 10-minute interview with him. They can't let him go. Something happens to Tua. What you gonna do then? Not happening. Now, I mean, I get that, but I'm just saying, y'all right. I mean, if something happened to Tua, you need Fitz. But that's only if you have aspirations of going far. The problem is we only got a week. We got like 10 days, not even 10. Yeah, we got 10 days to make that decision. Like the trade deadline is at the beginning of the month, November. 10 days to make that decision. 10 days. Maybe you trade Dallas, give them Fitz and take Andy Dalton. Think that's a better contract for us if I'm not mistaken. You have Andy Dalton as the backup. And save some money and carry it over to next year. This is the time where you try to find opportunities to save some money. Or you could use that money to go ahead and bring in an expiring contract that you could sign on a long-term deal going forward. Y'all listen, the Rosen ship has sailed. That's not going to happen, ladies and gentlemen. Somebody said if Fitz keeps acting like this, he's got to go. That's called toxic. I mean, I get it, Blake. You don't need that in the organization, but Fitz has every right to be mad right now. He's 6 games in with one of the highest QBRs in the league, literally top 10 quarterback right now. Not that he is one, but he's playing top 10 quarterback play, and he's having fun at a later age. He wants an opportunity to lead a team to the playoffs and make some noise. Of course he has every right to be mad. He has every right to be mad. That's literally like you're on the outside looking in on a Pro Bowl level, and you're right on the edge of just continuing to play like this, and other quarterbacks having bad games, and you're talked about in the top 5, and it's just taken away from you just because. My question is, where are the clips of the players rallying behind this decision? We got to be patient. I mean, think about it, ball game. You're going to get the clips. They're not going to be what they're going to be like, I'm shocked, but, this is a bit like, let me tell you something. If I hear one player come out and say this is a business, when there aren't any money implications to this, if I hear one player come out and say it's a business, that is all the proof that I need that they're shocked and they can't believe that Fitz isn't the starter. I am telling you, when these players, when they do their interviews and they ask them a question, what was your reaction when you heard Tua starting? Well, it's a business, or how do you feel about Fitz, blah, blah, blah. If I hear one player say, you got to understand it's a business, but I think Tua's going to be great, blah, blah, blah. Nope, I already know. That's all the proof you need. That means in that locker room, Flores have already directed people to say, don't say this and don't say that. Because they talk about that. They literally tell them, we don't want y'all talking about this. We don't want y'all talking about that. We'll see. Why let Fitz go? That would be crazy. Fitz may not be happy right now. TD, are the Bills melting like a witch in the rain? I don't know, man. We're going to have to continue to watch the situation. You know what would be an early Christmas gift? If the Jets beat them Sunday. Mr. Ballgame said, Operation Keep Your Mouth Shut. I know. If I don't care if it's the number 53rd player on the roster, whatever. If one player says, you got to understand it is a business, so because they're going to ask and they're going to say, what is your reaction of, Fitz, being put down as the backup and bringing Tua up as a starter? Because, listen, if anybody says anything about it's a business, then that's all you needed to know. That's all you needed to know. Who got roundtable tonight? Yeah, Master at Works got it tonight. TD, come on, man. All players say it's a business. Stop that mess, Omar. Come on now. Meet me halfway here, bro. It's easy, bro. It's easy. If Dwayne Haskins was our backup. No, let me go another way. If Tom Brady was our starter right now, old veteran on his way out, because the only thing that matters is how you're performing. If Tom Brady was our veteran, which Fitz is having better numbers than Tom Brady, believe it or not, even interceptions, If Tom Brady was our veteran, ain't a single player, come on, bro. They ain't all going to say that. They're going to be shocked out their world. Them players going straight up, man, I was shocked, but, hey, it is what it is. That's what they trust me. Trust me. Trust me. Come on, man. Put 2 and 2 together. All players going to say it. Yeah, they all going to say it because they coached to say it. Why you think they coached to say it? Because if they told what they really thought, it'll have everybody going crazy. I wonder how Chan Gailey feels. I can't wait to see his interview. They're going to ask him. What were your thoughts on the switch from Fitz to Tua? If Chan Gailey is general talking about, it's my job to just coach, Flores makes the personnel decisions or, the organization, blah. Listen, man, I already know what's going to happen. The sign's going to be all around us. You feel bad for a multi-million-dollar player, you must be nuts. Sometimes it's about legacy, bro. I don't feel bad for anybody making millions because they're doing what they love and that's all good. But sometimes people are going after legacy. And trust me, Fitz's legacy is what it is, but he actually has the potential to make it better. Imagine a Ryan Fitzpatrick this late in his career going to the playoffs, winning 1 or 2 games. Some of y'all may think it's far-fetched, but with this defense and the way the O-line playing, the way that we're playing as a whole, anything is possible. And honestly, we shouldn't do anything but get better and better with more cohesiveness as the season goes. He could be that guy that I wouldn't even be submitting. Listen, I ain't saying Fitz will win a Super Bowl, but Fitz is playing on just as good as Flacco did the year he did. Just as good. So his legacy is what it is, but he can actually add on. So if you're a fan, if you like Fitz, then you have every right to feel bad for, this little wrench in his legacy. Wrench in his legacy. Some people would see him as washed up. Oh, he's done. He's out here proving people wrong. And people ask me, why am I a fan of Rajon Rondo? 6 years ago, the man almost retired for what happened in Dallas. Had he retired, he wouldn't have helped his legacy. Now they're debating if he's a Hall of Famer or not. Now they're debating if he's a Hall of Famer or not. That's why people feel bad. Y'all stop there a minute. Talk about he don't have a legacy. And that's the point. He might have been trying to make one right here in Miami. Right here in Miami, he was trying to make one. If he would have did something special and shocked the world, Rondo ain't no Hall of Famer. Yeah, Wedson. We'll see. We'll see. I can guarantee you that man gonna get in the Hall. That's easy. Fitz is not fired. He's benched. I agree with that. I was just using Fitz's own words. So don't argue with me. Argue with Fitz. Say, Fitz, stop saying you were fired. You were just benched. Fitz knows that he was fired. The truth is he was fired, but still got a contract. He was fired, but still get his money. Because if Tua don't get hurt, Fitz won't get back on the field regardless of how bad Tua's playing. He just said this is a permanent thing. Easy. Ronald with the donation. TD Fitzpatrick needs to get over it. He knows what he was, a placeholder. He said it himself. We are trying to get to the future, and Fitz is the past. Yeah, I get it. I get it. We're trying to get to the future, not the past. Let me ask y'all a question, because this question is about how do you view this team? If Fitzpatrick remained the 7th best quarterback for the whole season, because right now he's like ranked 7th or something like that, 7th or 8th, based off of numbers. If he remained I know ball game. If he remained the 7th best quarterback for the rest of the season, would we make the playoffs? Would we make the playoffs? With this O-line playing well, with the decent running game, with the great defense that's ranked number 6 right now. If you haven't checked, go check it out. The Miami Dolphins are number 6 in defensive ranking. Overall defensive ranking, we are number 6. I am the main one who has always said all you need is an above average quarterback, a top 10 defense, and a decent running game, and you can go as far as you can go. You can do something special. So if y'all know that we would have went to the playoffs, if Fitz continues this, of course, right? I need to bring some of y'all back down to earth for a second. As much as we want to build the dynasty and bring in the quarterback of the future and be great because we got the great quarterback, that does not mean, number one, that you're even going to win a Super Bowl. And even if you win a Super Bowl, it doesn't mean that you're going to win consecutive ones and multiple ones. We live under this illusion if you got the right quarterback, you can win tons of Super Bowls. There's only been one guy to do that, and that is Tom Brady. He has got all y'all head messed up. Deshaun Watson out here is Super Bowl-less. It's early in his career. I get it. Lamar Jackson, Super Bowl-less. Mahomes got one. Can we wait till he get 2 or 3 before we think that that's actually a recipe? Aaron Rodgers, how many? Russell Wilson, how many? All these quarterbacks in the league, how many of them have more than one? Tom Brady and who? Name the other quarterbacks in the league right now that got more than one. Name the other quarterbacks in the league that got more than one. Please. You ain't going to get past 2 or 3. And I'm saying 3 because maybe I'm missing one. I know Big Ben, Tom Brady. Who else? Anybody else that's playing right now in this league that got more than one? Anybody else? My point exactly. Starting quarterback. Stop that mess. My point exactly. So when you say Fitz is the past and we trying to go to the future, understand Brian Flores is trying to win now. You can't take it for granted. If Fitz plays like this and brings us to the playoffs, when you're in the playoffs, anything's possible. You got a top 10 defense. You got an O-line that's blocking they behind all. You got a decent run game. You got a few weapons to work with. Do you know the situation that the Miami Dolphins are in right now? Teams dream of? Do you know how hard it is to get in the position that we're in right now? Y'all are missing that. So when we say he's the past, we're looking at the future. Stop jumping ahead like Tua's the guy that's supposed to win us 10. We'd like for that to happen, but statistically, that's not really realistic. This league is hard. So you can't get mad at Flores for wanting to go for, I don't care if it's just this year and we get one. You got to go after it like that every year. You have to go after it every year. So it's hard for me to say, Fitz needs to get over it. And we're trying to go for the future. As we improve, imagine this defense ending top 5 and we still get production in the run game and the O-line. Listen, what y'all got to understand is we can compete with anyone. When you got a top 5 defense, you can compete with anyone. Because the score never gets out of reach to where you can't. Even if it's a punt fest. Y'all think I'm trolling, but I'm telling y'all, when the Ravens won the Super Bowl with Flacco, what do you think the winning recipe was? What do you think the winning recipe was? Flacco ain't no elite quarterback. He played top 10 quarterback play that year, just like Fitz doing now. They had one of the top defenses. What do you think is happening in Miami right now? We're ranked number 6th and can actually get better. If you take those stinkers without Byron Jones, we probably would be top 2, top 3. Facts. Decent running game and got guys that can actually high point the ball and catch the ball with the great tight end. Like how much more do you want? Like what you look at the Miami Dolphins roster, like when will we be contending for a Super Bowl? What do we need to contend for a Super Bowl? We look at our team right now as it is, with Fitz being the starter. What else do we need to contend to be a Super Bowl team? Contender. I ain't saying to win it, just contend. Tell y'all now we're already contenders. We just got to execute. With the team we have now, coaches just got to be on point and put us in the greatest position and make great decisions to put us there. Believe it or not, we already got a roster that can contend. Stop looking at that funky 3-3. What you saw the last 3 games ain't even close to what we saw the first 3 games. Those are 2 different teams, totally. 2 different teams, night and day. How much the Dolphins paying you? I wish. Call them. Tell them TD over there, singing y'all praises like overly, man. Yeah, how much y'all paying him? Maybe they'll start thinking about putting me on the payroll. Because if I'm doing something that you don't think should be free, then I need to evaluate something. Because hey, I'm about my cash. I promise you that. Definitely by my cash. So y'all go ahead hit on the Dolphins up on Twitter and Instagram at TDPHINSTALK. Need to be on the payroll. All the stuff he say about y'all is so positive and good. He give you the benefit of the doubt. Y'all should be paying him for that. So y'all go ahead and take care of your boy. Go ahead and pay you. We're gonna tell him start paying your boy. Y'all hit that like button until they do. Until they do, hit that like button for me. Everyone thinking this don't jump on the bandwagon when Tua wins Rookie of the Year. Ball game, we going this year. Listen, man, I'm not saying that we're going this year. But listen, any given Sunday with the right game plan, this team can compete with anyone. Do I think it's going to happen? I'm going to be honest. No. I mean, I think we still got a year. Next year, we could really be in there in the trenches against anybody. But listen, coaching can make up for a lot. This season's dedicated to Don Shula. What you think Don Shula did his first year? Everybody and their mama would have told you they're at least 2-3 years away if you even optimistic. But he got it done that year. Do you know what the defense was called? All y'all Dolphin heads who've been Dolphin heads for forever, put it in the comment section. What was the defense called in that Shula undefeated year? What was the defense called? What was the defense called? And they were called that for a reason, man. It was the no-name defense. Why were they no-name? Because nobody respected them. They thought they were years away. Why? Because they ain't got no name. They ain't, they got a few people here and there, but they, coaching. Coaching can make the difference. Coaching makes the difference, man. Somebody said, Douglas, dude. Oh, the homie Doug in the building. What's up, man? Doug checking us out right now, man. What's up, man? Hey, man, I'm sorry. I was supposed to call you yesterday too, man. I'm going to text you today, man. We got to get this done. All this Tua stuff, man. Since Stephen Ross came down and said, listen, start Tua. I done spent too much on these stadium upgrades. We losing money by not having fans right now. Start Tua. Matter of fact, I wouldn't be surprised by the end of the season if they don't go with what the state recommended and allow the full fan base back. Y'all heard it here first now. I am not going to be surprised if at the end of the season, especially if we're in playoff contention, especially if we go to the playoffs and we win a division, which means we're going to have a home game in the playoffs, I ain't going to be surprised if they don't take the state recommendation and say we're going back to full capacity. Remember, you heard it here first. We're at 13,000 right now. I'm not going to be surprised that in a few weeks if they don't increase that to about 26, double it. We've handled it. This is what the PSA, we've handled it so well. We haven't gotten any complaints from the public. We haven't gotten anybody who came back and said that, I have it or this and that after going to the game. So we're going to, increase it to 26. We're still taking the utmost precaution. We're still spreading people out. We're still blah, blah, blah. Because it's Tua time. You don't want to sit on the money that can. Who don't want? How much the tickets not? This home game was $41. I saw tickets as low as $38 the other day. How much are they now? I haven't looked. I gotta go because I know Vegas changed the odds. They had the Dolphins plus 1,000 to win the division, and overnight plus 700. Oh, they backtracking a little bit. Telling y'all, man. I can't even see it. 127, 121. Come on, y'all. Y'all kidding me? Y'all serious too, huh? So basically the tickets almost double. Come on, man. Double revenue. Double. So the tickets done double. Before Tua named, they were 36. Now from 130 to 300. Come on, man. Y'all don't see this mess? It's common sense. It's right in front of you. And the next move is that we're going from 13,000 to 26. We've handled it so well. They're going to promote it like it's a positive thing. And maybe. And they're going to say, we received an award for the cleanest stadium in the NFL, which they already did. Some of y'all may not know that. The Miami Dolphins won an award for the cleanest stadium who's ready for COVID, who has all the precautions and things in place to best handle COVID. The Miami Dolphins won that. They got an award for it. Literally. This was like 4 weeks ago. 2 months ago. I'm lying. It was like 2 months ago before the season even started. So they're going to double it, the money going up, and don't let Tua beat the Rams at home. Don't let Tua beat the Rams at home, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Imagine Tua going on a 4-game winning streak and we 7-3. And the next game after that is at home. 7-3. And they done up the capacity. Man, starting tickets going to be 200 easy. 200. Now Miami in the money. Now Miami out here making cash. It's a wrap. And not only does the tickets go up, but y'all know when you go to the game and you be like, oh, that's a $25 lot. Let me pull up in there. Nah, that's $55 now. That's $55. Well, let's just go to the general ones for $30. Nah, that's about $45 now. Yeah, you got to go a little bit further out now. Oh, I know a lot that's about 15. Nah, that's about 28 now. Yeah, they did the 8. They ain't even give you even numbers. They brought dollars. They brought change. Man, I just go to my auntie house, man. I could just park there for free. Nah, your auntie outside, like, give me my $5. Tua here, we getting something. Oh, man. That's how it worked, though. Supply and demand, man. Everything going up. Go get me a beer. He can $5. Person come out, where my beer? I need $3 more. They $8 now. Hey. The popcorn went up too. That used to be $7, $11. That's how it works. Y'all act like y'all ain't old school, like y'all don't play Madden, like you ain't ran a franchise, trying to make the money. You know, you done did all that in Madden before. Come on. That's how it works. That's how it works. But give me a couple more of those free. $6. What? But they got a little thing over there where you like a water fountain. Fill this cup up. They put a coin meter on it now. That's how it work, man. Man, that's how it work, man. Tua there now, man. Tua's there. Tua is there, man. Price is going up. Prices are going up, man. I went to Finn's Jag, $11 Bud Light bottles. It's about to be 13, homie. Every penny matters. Tax return. What's that? Who said tax return? NFL is microcosm of society. No auntie. To everybody, man. They putting meters on the coin meters on the water fountain. 10 cents for hot water if you just want the regular city water. 25 cents if you want about 10 seconds of good, cool, filtered water. Oh, man. It is what it is, man. But listen, them prices going up. Miami's about to make money. They wasn't going to make the same money with Fitz, man. This is excitement for fan bases. And we got a whole new group of a fan base. Our fan base just grew. Hawaii is now Dolphin. Everybody in Hawaii are Dolphin fans. All the Hawaiians are Dolphin fans now. Understand that. That's what comes with it. Alabama got a football team, NFL football team? No. Alabama fans are now Dolphin fans. Do you understand? Stephen Ross is genius by saying you better draft Tua. This is genius. This is money. Most high-profile college football player, some would say of all time outside of Tebow, but he still got drafted earlier and is going to have much better upside. You just took a whole state in Alabama and made them Dolphin fans. Not Saint fans. Not Jacksonville fans. Not Atlanta fans. The teams of Tennessee, the ones that surround them, they Dolphin fans now. You just took a whole nother state, Hawaii, and they're all Dolphin fans. The fan base literally doubled by making that move. Merchandise sales. People that are going to bring revenue to the city from traveling now from Hawaii to Florida, Miami International, Fort Lauderdale International. The hotel revenue that it's going to bring in, especially when they're operating in full capacity, to come in and see a game. People in Hawaii once a year, man, I'm going to see Tua play in Miami. That's what we're doing for vacation. Would have never did that. People in Alabama, man, we driving down to Florida or we flying, whatever. Revenue. And I'm going to be honest, the state of Florida were dum-dums for not taking that deal with Ross, putting money in so that they could split the revenue. Ross said, okay, you don't want to do it. I'll put all my money, but I'm eating all this revenue. I'm getting all this cash. Broward County and all of them said no. The jobs and revenue that it's going to bring, now Stephen Ross is going to take advantage of all of that. They had bonds and everything. Now he gets it all. It's still going to help the local economy, and that's what the state was banking on. They said, well, whatever you do is going to help us anyway. But now, listen, you ain't finna be getting tax revenue from the Dolphins. Because them expenses and when that revenue come in, man, Stephen Ross is a billionaire. They don't pay taxes because they smart. They don't pay taxes. They smart. Matter of fact, a lot of these billionaires right now that's losing money because of no fans and all of that, they're not complaining. You know why? Because it's just like the salary cap when it comes to taxes. You know how if you're over the salary cap this year, you have 2 years to spread it out, or 4 years or something like that? You can push some of your cap to other years. The same thing goes with taxes, y'all. I'm going to take a loss this year. I'm going to take a loss next year. And when I make that buku profit in year 3, I'm going to apply all my losses to that year so it looks like I made no profit. This is why they don't pay taxes, because they smart. They know tax law. They understand tax code and tax law. So I love reading the tax code and tax law. And people say loopholes. They ain't even loopholes. They're right there in your face for anybody to take advantage of. Ross finna be eating, man. This is going to be one of the most profitable franchises in the NFL in the next 10 years. He's going to be right up there with Jerry Jones. You don't see what they doing out there in them parking lots? Transforming it. Now they got tennis. The Miami Open every year. Top tennis players around the world come to the Miami Dolphins Stadium with all them beautiful tennis courts all surrounding it. Y'all, if y'all ain't been out there, y'all missing it. Now they got the rail in the sky where just like a theme park, you riding in the little thing in the sky, looking at it all, coming to the parking lot, coming to the stadium. Tunnels everywhere. The practice facility being built right now, right next to the stadium. He bringing everything on his property. And the price for the name of the building going to keep going up. I don't even know. It's Hard Rock Stadium right now. Watch when that contract over. It's going to be a massive bidding war. Who wants to be the next name of the Dolphin Stadium? And you know Hard Rock going to spend that extra cash and buy it again because they right down the street. Eating, man. Stephen Ross, man, he doing it. He's doing it big right now. How about our stadium nightclub? Yeah, the nightclub in the stadium and also the club on level 2 of the stadium. Also, it's a drive-in movie theater. Y'all forgot about that? They turned the field into a drive-in movie theater. Man, he utilizing everything that asset can get. That's why he ain't have a problem saying, you know what, I'll put all the money if you don't want to help. Because he going to get all the profit. And the Super Bowl is going to happen in Miami more than anything now. You beat me to it, TD. Oh, the drive-in movie theater. It's crazy, man. They working on Formula One. I know. They already got all of y'all don't know that Hard Rock Stadium do all the major concerts too. Go drive by on a Friday or Saturday night on a regular non-season day. You hear the music jamming in the stadium, the lights flashing everywhere at night, going crazy. All these people walking on the side of the road. Concert. They do it all. And drone racing. I ain't know about drone racing. Plus soccer. Yes. They got the stadium built so it could be a soccer field too. WrestleMania, probably. I don't know. Miami is going to be the number 1 attraction in the U.S. when it comes on that single property. It's the outside and inside field. The way that it's set up, when it rains, depending on the time of day, the angle doesn't even rain on the field most of the time. It's always on the visitor side. They get the sunlight and the rain. The way that it's set up. I remember that Bears game where Albert Wilson caught all them screen passes for them long touchdowns. I was there. All the Bears fans was in the hot sun. And I'm like, man, they struggling over there. That's the way in the day of the time of day where it's designed for them to take the heat. And the rain when it coming down. Now I just think that the only thing they may want to add is like on that open square, add another thing of a retractable where they can close it completely if they want and just have the air through the side tops. I think they should add a retractable because, I mean, the stadium, honestly, y'all, it's a thing of beauty when you think about it, especially at night. The Hard Rock is a money machine. Yes, it is. They're going to get revenue no matter what. They're making cash. They got it all set up. Like this place, man. And don't forget, they also house all the Hurricane games. The Miami Hurricanes. and you add Tua Tagovailoa to the mix, boy, oh boy. Add Tua Tagovailoa to the mix. It's cash cow. Yo, TD, Tua statement just released. Okay, I'll check it out, man. I'll check it out. Hard Rock, top stadium in NFL. Listen, it's going to get more Super Bowls. Number one, the reason why we get a lot of Super Bowls anyway, which I'm going to go out on a limb to say the Miami Dolphins will probably get the Super Bowl once every 5 years in the future. And to be quite honest with you, at some point, the NFL need to stop kidding themselves. They need to just do Miami every year. Why not? Just have it a central location. We're going to Miami. We're going to Miami. That's what they need to do because it has an advantage over everyone. Number one, the weather. I remember they tried it in Dallas. A winter storm came through. Snowed everywhere. They couldn't open the things. It was all kind of drama. It was drama. Nobody expected that. It was not the Super Bowl people wanted. Even if you have it in Tampa or Jacksonville, what people don't understand, late January, early February, it gets cold. It gets cool. It can literally get down in the 20s and 30s in Central Florida and in Jacksonville late in the year. I mean, early in January, late in January, early February. This year, just passed, go back February. I remember it was 29 around the Super Bowl time, like 29 degrees, 35 degrees in that realm. People want a Super Bowl with sunshine and beauty and water as the backdrop, with clubs, with attractions, casinos, all that stuff. That's what they want. What city gives you that other than Miami? Beautiful breeze, cool, 79 degrees, y'all, maybe even 76. Vegas don't give you that. Vegas ain't giving you no beach. Vegas just giving you a strip with casinos. Vegas is not giving you no beach. No other city is giving you that. No other city is going to give that to you. LA. Come on, man. You can do a poll with anybody. Do you rather LA or Miami? They're going to say LA. They're going to say Miami hands down. The atmosphere and the water running all through the city in certain areas and all that is just a different level. It ain't the same beach. That ain't the same beach. LA ain't the same beach as Miami. Every time they do something in LA, do they show the beachfront and the water and all of that? No. That ain't no crystal clear water. No. And Tua here too? Ooh, boy, people are going to be going on vacation to Miami like it's just like Hawaii to us. It ain't, but you know. Orange Bowl, can't forget about that. TD, I think what's going on is, I don't know what he said. Can't help but feel bad for Fitz. Y'all still feeling bad for Fitz, man. Cold water in LA. That too, man. Miami got the perfect temperatures and stuff. It is what it is. But listen, man, I'm about to get up out of here, man. We done talked enough. We're going on 2 hours coming up. Stephen Ross is a genius, especially with that money, man, and what he's doing in Miami. Something the city can be proud of. Is bringing a lot of revenue. It's just crazy that just around the stadium and that Miami Gardens is becoming one of the more dangerous areas in Miami that they need to get a hold of. They have plans in the city to get a hold of it. Hollywood Beach, Broward is better, which is true. But one thing that you may not know, Jay, is all of the players, when they come down to Miami, they stay in Hollywood They don't stay on Miami Beach. They don't stay in Miami. They stay right in Hollywood on Hollandale Beach Boulevard on A1A. All of the players, and I know this firsthand, every time one of the teams or both teams stay at the Diplomat Resort and Spa on Miami Beach. Hollywood Beach. That is the hotel that you can guarantee one of the teams will stay on a regular season game or in the playoffs or a Super Bowl. They all stay at the Diplomat Hotel, Resort and Spa on Hollywood Beach. Take Hollandale Beach Boulevard, make a left, and it's 3 buildings down. A thing of beauty. They all stay there. I done met players there on game days coming down. That's where one team or both, because it's times both teams have stayed there. That's exactly where at least one team always stays, no matter what. They don't stay in Miami. They right there on the outskirt, but really close, which is only 25 minutes away from the stadium. Yes, A1A, Atlantic Avenue, the Diplomat Resort and Spa. Y'all better check it out. It's a beautiful place. Just beautiful. It's ridiculous. Ridiculously beautiful. Blue Fountain Hotel, $5,000 a night. But they don't stay there. Miami best. Not to stay at the hotel. There's a reason they stay at the Diplomat in Hollywood. There is a reason. Miami about to be the new vacation spot. What y'all got to understand is when you talk Miami Beach, when people say I'm going to Miami, you got to understand, only if you're from South Florida, you'll understand. When somebody say they're going to Miami, they're going to all of it. They're going to Miami, Broward area, Fort Lauderdale area. It's all the same, all the way from Fort Lauderdale Beach, all the way down to South Beach, Golden Beach, all of that. It's all the same because it's all beautiful. All of it has it all. But most people go to South Beach, to hang out, do all of that because that's the spot. That's where you go. But you got to check it all out. It's great stuff all the way down. It's great stuff all the way down. Some people don't even say they're going to Miami anymore. They say, I'm going to Fort Lauderdale Beach. And they take a trip down to Miami and visit for a little. It's all nice and beautiful. If you go down on a vacation, don't get caught up and tricked on just going to South Beach. Do it all, man. Y'all go visit Overtown. Omar trying to tell y'all to make a right instead of a left. He said, y'all go visit Overtown. He said Overtown is a no-go. Now, to be fair, Overtown, from what we're talking about, we know what we're talking about, is a no-go in that sense. But actually in Overtown, you got the Miami River that's connected to it as well, where you got some really fire restaurants where you can eat on the Miami River that's nice. I take my wife down there all the time. And we go eat at Casablanca and stuff like that on the Miami River, which is right there by Overtown. And she'd be like, how can things be so nice? But then you look at all of this, what some would call chaos to a degree. So, it's crazy, man. So, listen, if you're on 95, if you make the right, you're going into overtime. If you make the left, you're going into a different atmosphere. So, it's two different ways to look at it, man. Overtown, Brickell, Miami Ave, Opelika. Overtown ain't that bad. Just don't go over the goofing off. Exactly. Just don't go goofing off, man. Be about your business, do what you're supposed to do. But if you about your business, do what you're supposed to do, you probably will never end up in Overtown. So I don't know. But no, it ain't that bad, man. It's just, don't be out there acting no fool or trying to be more than you are, because you can get put in your place. Just my thoughts. Hey, TD, tell them to hit the like button. Well, thanks for telling me to tell them because they heard me. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, man. But anyway, man, I'm up out of here, man. It's TD Finstalk, home of the real Miami Dolphin fans. I'll check y'all out later, man. See y'all soon. Love y'all. It's your boy. Make sure you check us out tonight on Master of Works channel. AFC East roundtable. Things just keep looking beautiful for us on that. So we're going to keep on shining. See y'all soon. Peace.